Hey, good evening, everybody. It is Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson. Welcome to Friday Night Basketball, Scott Hudson, on a Thursday night.
Well, Mother Nature has decided to rear its ugly head at some point later tonight, early in the morning. So a lot of teams, including Carterville and Pinckneyville, decided to get their weekend games in on Thursday night. I think it was the best decision for everybody involved. So Carterville and Pinckneyville a day early.
Yes, and just so you'll know, there is the winter storm warning that's in effect. Weather Service says look for rain, freezing rain, sleet before 1 a.m., then sleet, maybe mixed with snow between 4 and 5, and then snow after 5. Look for a low of 20. Blustery winds. According to the Weather Service, we're going to see an overnight low, as we said, around 20. Just be careful out there. Total ice accumulation, according to Weather Service, 1/10 to 3/10 of an inch, and then maybe an inch or so of snow on top of that. Fun. I hope we get out of here and don't have to deal with that after this game. That's why they moved it.
Yeah, I think most people would rather have 3 inches of snow than any ice at all, because when you have ice and then snow on top of that, it really makes traveling treacherous. But again, you just have to deal with it. It's our first major storm of the winter season, so hopefully everybody will be safe. And if you don't have to get out, don't. Just stay by your cozy chair, maybe your fireplace, and listen to Dave and I bring you Carterville basketball tonight.
Your NewsRadio WJPF First Alert forecast brought to you by Carterville Lions Sports this evening, and we'll do our best to keep you up to date. We do have basketball to play tonight. We're in Pinckneyville to take on the Pinckneyville Panthers, Scott, that come into this game 15-1, 4-0 in conference play, and that one loss came to Benton in the Duster Thomas.
Yeah, I think I was a little surprised by that, because I know Pinckneyville got out to a 7-0 lead at the start of that game. Coach Weinmiller of Benton had to call a timeout, and I thought, man, this thing might get out of hand, but the Rangers regrouped. They got better as the game went along, and really played well in that game to come away with a victory. Pinckneyville, that's the only game this year that they've lost, and they've even and the games they've won, none of them have been close. This is a very, very good Pinckneyville squad, as always. They've got some youth. They've got some size. Carterville's going to have their hands full tonight.
We will see, as we're about 11 minutes or so away from tip-off here in a very noisy Dick Corn Gymnasium and on the Duster Thomas floor. This game is brought to you by the Bank of Carbondale's Carterville Banking Center, where they offer a variety of business and personal banking services, including checking accounts, online banking, and mobile banking. For more information, stop by the Carterville Banking Center or visit their website at tboc.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Carterville coming off a win over the Sparta Bulldogs a week ago on Friday night. That game in which they won 49-28. Justin Johnson had his points. You expect JJ to be up in the upper teens, low 20s. But what I found most impressive was the game that Grant Garby had, rebound-wise and point-wise, as he winds up with 15 in the game.
Yeah, I thought Grant Garby has always played aggressive, especially on the inside, and he's going to get more playing time now for the Carterville Lions. Justin Johnson, I thought, really took over that second half for the Lions. He was starting to hit that outside shot, hit some of those big threes that he had been hitting earlier in the season. A good, solid win for Carterville heading into this big conference matchup tonight.
We're going to go on and take a break. When we come back, I had a chance to spend a couple minutes with Coach Shane Hawkins. The coaches' interviews next on our pregame show here on News Radio WJPF. Let's go on and it's what, about 3 more minutes? Yeah, let's go ahead and do 90 after coach. We'll get those taken care of. Hey, welcome back to Pinckneyville High School. I'm Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson, where the Carterville Lions are getting ready to take on the Pinckneyville Panthers in Southern Illinois River-to-River Conference action here. Carterville comes in 1-3 in the conference. Pinckneyville a perfect 4-0. Scott Hudson, and this is a team that's number 2 in Class 2A basketball. They've won, as you mentioned earlier, their games by big scores, and they look to put you away early, but then just keep the throttle on you as long as they can in that game.
Well, all their players can handle the basketball. All their players can shoot the basketball. This is a typical Pinckneyville team. They will put pressure on you on the perimeter defensively. They can score on the inside. They can score on the outside. And they've got depth, and they've got some really good sophomore players. They start a couple of sophomores, by the way. So this is a very, very good team. For Carterville to win this game tonight, pull the upset, they got to do 2 things. 1, Carterville's probably got to play their best game of the year. And 2, Pinckneyville's going to have a little bit of a down game, and that could happen because Pinckneyville, with the gaudy record, they could overlook Carterville. That's happened before, where teams overlook a team that has a poor record. But Carterville's got their hands full, but Carterville's got to get off to that good start and keep the pressure on Pinckneyville.
Pinckneyville looked beatable in that game against Benton. They didn't shoot well, and we know this Carterville team is probably the coldest shooting team in Southern Illinois all season long, is just have a hard time breaking out of that funk. You never know when that can come up and bite you, and Carterville, they are deserving of a hot shooting game because they've not had one in a while. Maybe tonight.
Yeah, no question. And look, Carterville the pressure's not on Carterville in this game. Carterville should come out and play loose, play free, play hard, and play smart. But all the pressure's on Pinckneyville. They're expected to win. Carterville, I don't know how many people thought Carterville's JV team would come as close to winning that game as they did. So who knows? Carterville plays hard. Anything can happen.
Lions broadcast is brought to you by the Bank of Carbondale's Carterville Banking Center. The Bank of Carbondale, proud to be a locally owned and operated community bank. You can stop by and visit their friendly and professional staff at the Carterville Banking Center, located at 200 West Plaza Drive, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Both teams are back out on the floor as we are getting ready for the announcement of the starting lineups. And we will keep it right here momentarily.
Good evening, and welcome to tonight's game between the Carterville Lions and your Pinckneyville Panthers.
Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson. And we appreciate you tuning in here on NewsRadio WJPF on just what is turning out to be a gloomy night. And we were looking just moments ago, I was showing Scott the difference. It is 35 degrees here in Pinckneyville, and it's 55 just 28 miles down the road there at Carterville. So that front is starting to sweep in, and we will see how things just stay safe. That's basically what I'm saying here this evening. Starting lineups are being announced, and the Carterville Lions are going to go with number 3, Dylan Valerius, the 5'11 senior guard. Number 5, Justin Johnson, 6'3 senior guard. Connor Henderson, number 13, he's 6'4. He'll play the guard. He'll play the forward position for Shane Hawkins. Dylan Moore, number 24, the 6' junior forward. And then Grant Garby had 15 points in the game last week against Sparta. Grant, 6'4", senior forward, played a really good game. Look for another big game out of him tonight.
Yeah, I think Grant's starting to get his confidence, both offensively and defensively. He's had some tough breaks underneath offensively where you just can't get those bunnies, as we like to call them, to go in. But he started to maybe turn that corner last week against Sparta. Carterville's going to need a big game out of him tonight.
Carterville comes in with a 3-13 record, but wouldn't it be a nice time to start to heat up a little bit, play some really good basketball here the second half of the conference season? Not that you're probably going to win the conference, but to build your confidence going in to the Midwinter Classic. Also, once you get down to the final games of the season.
One break it is for Carterville playing this game tonight as opposed to tomorrow night. It gives them an extra day's rest before the midwinter starts on Monday for Carterville. So that's another way to look at it. But yeah, you've got a lot of games coming up next week. What a way to start that off if they could pull the upset here tonight.
We will see the starting lineup for the Pinckneyville Panthers and Coach Bob Wagner. Number 11, the senior guard, 5'10", J.C. Mole. You have the sophomore, 6'1", Dawson Yates. Kyle Luke, the 6'2 senior forward. Grant Jossel wears number 30, the 6'2 senior guard. And number 40, Devin Kitchen, the 6'1 sophomore forward. So it'll be Mole, Yates, Luke, Jossel, and Kitchen. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have Carterville Lions and Pinckneyville Panthers next on News Radio WJPF.
Would everyone please stand? And gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
Pinckneyville High School, where we are at on a Thursday night, as the Friday night games were moved to this evening to accommodate the incoming weather this evening. We do just ask that you be safe, whatever you're doing tonight, and if you don't have to be out, please don't. We will hustle home as quickly as we can after this game as well. Both teams have already been introduced, and national anthem just concluded. And again, the starting lineup for the Lions: Dylan Valerius, Justin Johnson, Connor Henderson, Dylan Moore, and Grant Garby. For the Pinckneyville Panthers, it'll be J.C. Mole, Dawson Yates, Kyle Luke, Grant Jossel, and Devin Kitchen. Teams are on the floor ready to go. Thank you for tuning in to Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. And don't forget, you can watch online on YouTube. Just search Carterville Lions at Pinckneyville Panthers. Carterville wins the tip. Justin Johnson on the right wing. Nice defense, man-to-man by the Pinckneyville Panthers. Dylan Valerius takes it toward the left side with the left-hand dribble. Looks for some help, gets it down on the left block to Garby. He kicks it out to Johnson. Johnson spins and reverses to Dylan Moore. At the free throw line, Moore to Valerius. Left-hand dribble, right elbow. Needs some help, gets it from Johnson. Fires from about 15. That's good for Justin Johnson. When he scores early like that, that usually bodes well.
Yes, it does. And again, he's coming off a big game against Sparta.
Over on the far side for the Pinckneyville Panthers, they're working from right to left just below us. They kick it out top over toward the right side. 3-ball from Mole, in, out, no good, and the rebound comes out to Connor Henderson. Valerius across midcourt with a left-hand dribble to Johnson over toward the left baseline. Steps toward the baseline, backs it out toward top, and that's where Dylan Moore takes over. Needs help from somebody, and they finally get it over to Grant Garby. Garby with the right-hand dribble on the left wing. 6:42 here in the first quarter. 2-0 Carterville with the lead. The JV game, Pinckneyville won 38-33. That game was tied at 31 with about 1:10 left. Pinckneyville pulled away late on a couple of big threes and then hit free throws. But that was a good game. Carterville is up 2 here. Carterville showing some patience. Needs some help as they throw the ball, and it's a turnover. Oh, it's on the floor, but Panthers come up with it. Up and whistle, and they're going to say the ball belongs to the Pinckneyville Panthers. That's the first turnover on the Lions.
Well, at least 3 times early in this game so far, Carterville's ball handlers have picked the ball up too soon and too far away from the basket.
Pinckneyville, they work it down low. They get it to Devin Kitchen. He gets his first bucket of the game. We're all tied at 2 with 6 minutes left in the first. And a turnover, a 10-second turnover?
5-second
or 5-second call, rather.
I thought that was rather quick.
It was.
But
so the ball's going to belong to the Panthers. As the inbounds pass works out top to Kyle Luke. In the paint, the shot put up, little right-hand floater. Devin Kitchen is the one that gets that one to roll. Nice touch from Kitchen.
Now this is just a solid ball club. They really don't have anybody that is just out there taking up space. They can all hurt you.
Yep. And deep, man, they can go 10 deep off total in the game. Carterville has it. They get it down low to Garby. Turns around. His shot was partially blocked. Valerius picks it up and puts it back in. And Carterville's tied it up at 4, 5:20 in the first.
Good hustle by Valerius to get that offensive rebound and stick back.
Don't hesitate. Just put it right back. 3 ball from Yates is good from the right wing. Devin Yates gets on the board, and it's 7-4 Panthers. Johnson is triggering the inbounds, has the ball tipped, and they're saying he stepped out of bounds. Believe that was Grant Jossel that got a hand on it. Stepped out of bounds, though. It's going to belong to the Lions.
Yeah, Carterville's got to do a much better job of handling this full court pressure.
And their pressure, they pressure everybody.
It's relentless.
It is deny, deny, deny on the inbound pass. Connor Henderson from about 8 feet. Connor drops his first points of the game. He's got 2. It's 7-6. Pinckneyville in the front court in their home whites. Ball pass is tipped away. Carterville, that is Henderson. It gets on the floor. Turnover on the Panthers, their first. Dylan Moore at the free throw line. Johnson from about 16. Good. Justin Johnson. Carterville back in the lead. 8-7, 4:35 remaining in the first.
Very good start to this game by the Lions.
Love the intensity for both teams right now, actually. The little 12-footer, no good by Devin Kitchen. And the Lions get the rebound. Valerius in the backcourt with the left hand dribble, steps across the logo at midcourt, works it left side to Connor Henderson. Again, man-to-man defense by the Panthers. Henderson pulls up his dribble, has to get it to Johnson. He spins along the baseline, pulls his dribble up, and can't get help. They bring it back out top to Valerius. We have a whistle and a 5-second violation on the Carterville Lions. It's the third turnover on Carterville.
Yeah, somebody was camping in the lane for Carterville. That's a call you don't see a lot anymore in high school basketball, but it cost the Lions there, and it's another turnover.
The third turnover on the Lions. They lead by 1, 8-7, under 4 to go here in this river-to-river conference game. Pinckneyville 4-0 in conference. Carterville 1-3 is a little right-hand hook by Tyler Rice is good, and Pinckneyville back up by 1, 9-8 with 3:40 remaining. Lions basketball. Johnson across the timeline between the circles to the right side. Right wing over to Dylan Moore. His left-hand dribble takes it to the elbow, slides his feet. I think his little slick out there slid, and it's another turnover, but that's 4 now on Carterville.
And usually Pinckneyville's the type of team that they will make you pay for your turnovers. Carterville's played a very good first quarter to this point,
Entering the game for the Lions.
and they're letting the clock run, and the clock should be stopped. Carterville's substituting a guy in, and the clock's still running. Wow, okay.
Yeah, like about 15 seconds.
Yeah,
ran
exactly.
off. 3:03 remaining. Pinckneyville has the basketball into the game. Luke Stritzel into the game for the Lions. Pinckneyville ball, though. They work it toward the free throw line. That's where you find Tyler Rice. The 3 ball from the right side, no good. Valerius tracks down the rebound. Quickly across midcourt, under 3 to go. Carterville with the basketball in the road blues here with the orange letters. Valerius drives the left side. The ball's tipped out of his hands. They're going to say it was off the Panthers.
Entering the game for the Panthers.
That's what Valerius has to do. If he gets that screen, he goes around the top of the key, whether it's the right side or left side. If that opening's there, you've got to take it.
Back in the game for the Panthers, Devin Kitchen. Bartnicki checks out. Carterville ball, Johnson to Connor Henderson. Nice pass down low to Grant Garby. Backs his way down, pulls the shot up just a little short. They bring it the other way. That is Yates from the free throw line, gets the bucket and the foul. And he's going to go to the line to shoot the end one.
Well, Yates got the rebound, brought it up the floor, and scored. I mean, again, as I said in the pregame, every player on this Pinckneyville team can handle the ball. They can all shoot the ball. They're not looking to necessarily outlet to somebody. when they get a rebound, they'll just take it and go.
Foul is on Luke Stritzel, his first. Connor Henderson checks out, and it is Austin Garby that checks in for Coach Shane Hawkins, his first appearance of the ball game as Yates gets the free throw. He's got 6 now. And another 5-second call. Oh, a timeout called by Shane Hawkins just in time, and he barks at his players. We've got a timeout. We'll take a break as well. 30 seconds. We're listening to Lions basketball on News Radio WJPF. Updating some scores from earlier this evening, it was Carbondale over Altoff tonight, 63-58. Marion beat Altoff.
Centralia.
Let's see here. Orphans beat Marion 62-50. That's what I was trying to say. Here it is 12-8, Pinckneyville with the lead. Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson. The ball is turned over by the Lions. Again, that's 5 turnovers. Pinckneyville basketball winning when they're leading by 4.
Yeah, Carterville's started to creep back into that old habit of turning the ball over. They've got to rectify that real quick.
Pinckneyville, they work it down low. They get it to Spillman. He has the ball, meets the double team, kicks it out top. Now they work it toward the left side, over toward the right wing. That's where J.C. Mole has it. Left-hand dribble, backs it up, and they work it left side. Now to Jostle. Into the paint, ball's on the floor. Carterville dives after it. Pinckneyville dives after it. Jump ball, and it's going to belong to the Carterville Lions. That's the second turnover on the Panthers.
Carterville playing a zone defense, and Carterville's doing a very good job of going from one side to the other once the pass has gone from one wing to the other, and it's causing Pinckneyville a little bit of problem.
Dylan Valerius gets some assistance from Justin Johnson, breaks the timeline. Austin Garby over to Johnson, who fires from 3, rims in, out, no good. Pinckneyville gathers the rebound, but they turn it over. Johnson picks it up. It's on the floor again, and it is the Lions at another. We have a timeout that was called by Dylan Valerius. Nice hustle play by the Lions on both ends. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. This Lions broadcast is brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in downtown Carterville for over 30 years. Certified York dealer, and they service all brands. Call 985-2502, Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating.com. It's Dave McKenzie, Scott Hudson on a game that's supposed to be played tomorrow night, but because of the weather, they had to readjust the schedules. I think there was only really one game that I know that did not get shifted, and that was Heron at Harrisburg for tomorrow night.
Yeah, that game is going to be at Heron. I was really surprised that Harrisburg would want to try to make that trip, because they say the further east and south you go, the worse it might be. But
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Be careful, as there is that winter storm warning in effect until 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Dylan Valerius with the basketball, and we've got a whistle and a 5-second call on Mr. Valerius. That's 6 turnovers now, Scott, on the Lions.
And at least 4 of their last 5 possessions. Carterville's got to do a much better job of getting into the front court, getting their offense set up.
Ball is tipped out of bounds by Carterville's Justin Johnson. It's going to belong to the Panthers. Pinckneyville is up 12-8. 1:06 remaining here in the first quarter. As they have it, they work it toward the left side. Back around toward the right wing. Now they bring it to the free throw line. Kick it out. Wide open for 3. That is Kyle Krieger. He's on the board. He's got 3, and it's 15-8 Panthers.
They're starting to slowly pull away here late in the first quarter.
Carterville needs a bucket in a bad way right here just to kind of break that momentum. The ball is tipped out of bounds off the Panthers. It's going to belong to the Lions, as it was Devin Kitchen that got his hand on that one. Carterville basketball from the far side here at Duster Thomas Gymnasium. Throws it into the backcourt to Dylan Valerius with the left-hand dribble. Tries to back his man down. They get it to Garby. Now to Grant Garby. He takes it to the elbow, kicks it out to Valerius. Now over to Austin Garby, back out top to Justin Johnson. 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Between the legs, JJ works back toward the top of the key. Man-to-man defense, drives, kicks it over. They leave it for Valerius. 9, 8, 7 seconds remaining. Johnson over to Valerius on the left wing. 4, 3, 2. Valerius just tosses it at the rim. Not the play you want. And I'm sure that is Shane Hawkins is kind of frustrated by what he saw with that. We're going to take a break. It's 15-8, Carterville down to the Pinckneyville Panthers. You're listening to Lions basketball on NewsRadio WJPF. Into the quarter. Welcome back to Pinckneyville. It's Dave McKenzie along with Scott Hudson. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Coldwell Banker Preferred Realty, where they're happy to support the Carterville Lions. There's a reason we are preferred. Find out why. Located on West Placid Drive in Carterville. 15-8 at the end of the first quarter. Pinckneyville starts with the ball here in the second. And they work from right to left on your radio dial. Swing pass over toward the right wing. They get it to the right elbow. Now back out top to Krieger. He misses the three-pointer, and Valerius pulls down the rebound for Carterville. Into the front court. Dylan Valerius, the senior guard, toward the left wing. Pulls up his dribble, and his pass is tipped away. Another turnover. That's 7. Quickly down the other way. Krieger misses the bunny, and it's Austin Garby that gets the rebound. And Carterville's very lucky there.
They are very lucky. Carterville shot 50% in the first quarter, but Pinckneyville shot 66%.
Justin Johnson across the timeline now to Luke Stritzel, to Austin Garby. Austin gets it and over to Johnson. He steps in from about 12. No good. Rebound to the Panthers and a whistle and a foul. It's going to be on Dylan Valerius, his first, and that is going to be the second team foul on the Carterville Lions.
Carterville's missed their last 4 shots from the field, but you factor in the 7 turnovers. You know, this is where a game can get out of hand for the Lions when they start turning the ball over, especially against a state-ranked team like Pinckneyville.
Panthers have it. They're number 2 in Class 2A. They would have been number 1 had it not been for that loss to the Benton Rangers a couple of weeks back, as the shot is good by Grant Jostle. He gets his first bucket of the game. It's 17-8 Panthers. Carterville having trouble on the inbounds, trying to get across the timeline. Already 1 5-second count on the inbounds, but they finally do as Garby finds Luke Stritzel. Nice pass down low to Luke Stritzel. That was a nice assist there from Garby.
Break that press by passing the ball quickly.
That's how you do it. Top of the key, 3 ball from Mole is good. His first bucket of the game. And it comes at the 5:40 mark of the second. It's a 10-point lead for the Panthers.
Well, they just have so many weapons on the inside, outside, doesn't matter. They all shoot the ball. And yet another Carterville turnover.
That is number 8 for the boys in blue. This Lions broadcast brought to you by the mayor, the city of Carterville, Mayor Brad Robinson, and the entire city of Carterville. Proud sponsors and supporters of your Carterville Lions. Monday night, the Lions are in action in the Midwinter Classic in West Frankfort. It's hard to believe it's that time of the year for that tournament.
It is.
Panthers basketball, right wing, now top of the circle. They work it left side. Down toward the left baseline. Mole has it, left wing. Steps in to the elbow, kicks it back around, and they work it over to Jostle. Top of the circle, now to the right elbow. Jostle from the left wing. He fires from 3, no good. Rebound is controlled by Pinckneyville's Tyler Rice. Top of the circle is good. Dawson Yates, he's got 8 in the game for the Panthers. It's a 12-point lead for Pinckneyville. Whistle and a foul is going to be on Pinckneyville's Grant Jostle, his first.
Yeah, Pinckneyville's like a surgeon going in for an 8-hour surgery. They're not going to do everything real quick to you. It's going to take some time. But, you look up now, Carterville, which had a great first quarter, already down by 12 points.
Well, they can slice and dice you just as easy.
That's what I'm saying. They take their time, and, it's like torture.
I know. That's exactly what it is. But it's a 12-point lead right now for Coach Bob Wagner and the Panthers as the ball's tipped out of bounds. Wagner jumps up and down, waves his arms, yells at the backside official.
Like he's going to have a better view than the guy on the baseline.
But it is what it is. It belongs to the Lions. Johnson on the right wing to Valerius. Between the circles now to Tyler Biddle, who just checked into the ball game. Justin Johnson at the free throw line backs it out with a left-hand dribble to Tyler Biddle. They get it down to Garby. That's another turnover. He can't handle the pass. It goes the other way, and the layup is good by Dawson Yates. He's got 10 of the 24 for the Panthers. Again, full court pressure being applied by Pinckneyville. Dylan Valerius needs some help in the backcourt. He takes it himself across the timeline, and they're going to slow down just a little bit. We're under 4 to go in the second. 24-10, Panthers lead. Connor Henderson, who just checked back into the ballgame for the Lions, to Valerius. Takes the right-hand dribble. Keeps it on the left wing, now switches to the left-hand dribble. Backs his man down into the the free throw lane. Leaves it for Garby. Austin takes a run, got away with the step, throws it at the rack, no good. Pinckneyville gets the rebound, here they come the other way, but they're going to back it out. 4-3, they're going to work around toward the left side. Mole fires from 3, good.
3-point basket, number 11,
J.C. Mole. He's been quiet so far, but he's got 6, both of them on the three-pointer.
Yeah, Pinckneyville's figured out this Carterville zone.
And again, pressure in the backcourt. Carterville breaks it, passes, tipped away, and Pinckneyville, they get it. That's 10 turnovers here in the first half. This is how Carterville's kind of played the majority of the season with these kind of turnovers. They don't treasure each possession like they should.
Nope.
On the passing, and it leads to the turnovers. But Pinckneyville, they missed the shot. It's 27-10, a 17-point lead. Over 4-3. That is Connor Henderson, doesn't hit anything. Here come the Panthers on the run again to the rack. That is J.C. Mole, misses the layup, and it's tipped back in by Kyle Luke. His first bucket of the game. 19-point lead, 29-10, and this is what happens. Pinckneyville, they will try and get you down big early, and then they just keep coming right after you. As Justin Johnson takes it down the lane, gets a nice little finger roll. He's got 6 of the 12 for the Lions. Mole's going to fire from 3, good.
That's their 5th 3 of this first half and 3rd in the second quarter.
32-12, a 20-point lead for the Panthers. Justin Johnson takes over the point as he brings the ball across the timeline for the Lions, gets it to Tyler Biddle. His pass is tipped away. It winds up in the hands of Austin Garby. He loses the handle. We got a whistle and a foul on the Panthers.
Yeah, the Lions very lucky that wasn't another turnover. This game's starting to get out of hand. 20-point Pinckneyville lead, 1:40 to go in the second.
Tyler Rice is charged with the foul. Justin Johnson checks out. Connor Henderson checks out. On the floor right now would be Dylan Moore and Grant Garby just checked back in. Tyler Biddle, left-hand dribble across the free throw line to Austin Garby. Now back to Biddle on the right wing, or the left wing rather. They get the pass down low. Nice backdoor pass to his brother Grant. He dumps it down to Dylan Moore. He puts the shot up, in, out, no good. Panthers get the rebound, and here they come. 1:35 remaining. Ball kicked over. They work the perimeter to Jostle. He fires from the right elbow. Good.
This is almost like a scrimmage or a practice for Pinckneyville right now.
It is 34-12. Panthers with the lead. 1:18 remaining here in the contest. And Valerius has his pocket picked. Here comes Mole the other way. He gets the layup. That's 11 for J.C. Mole. 8 of those just in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, last turnover, Valerius just wasn't paying any attention, and he got the ball swiped right from him.
And he has it
and another
swiped one more time as he tried to step through. Mole gets the layup. Timeout. Oh, keep thinking James. He's going to let him play through it.
Yeah, I think you're sending a message. Coach Hawkins send the kids a message. Look, I only have so many timeouts in a game.
Yep.
You're going to have to figure this out yourself.
And hang on to the ball. Valerius does across the timeline, dumps it down low to Grant Garby. But they're going to call Valerius on the charge before the shot.
I've got him for 13 turnovers. I might be one short.
We'll put 13.
And that might be generous.
38-12. 26-point Panther lead. Coming up on our Wild Hog halftime show, Scott and I had pleasure breaking down this fine first half performance by the Pinckneyville Panthers.
Yeah, we can do it. We'll dissect it.
We'll dissect it just like a surgeon. 21 seconds remaining here in the half. Pinckneyville going to hold it for the last shot. J.C. Mole out toward the timeline. Right hand dribble. Guarded by Tyler Biddle. Toward the right side. That's Jostle. 5, 4, 3. They dump the ball down low. The shot, a little floater, no good. Carterville gets the rebound. That's how we end the first half. It is all Pinckneyville Panthers. 38-12 at the half. The Wild Hog halftime show's next on NewsRadio WJPF. Sounds good to me.
The PCHS Palms are coached by Lauren Hicks and sponsored by the Perry County Marketplace. Tonight, they will perform a routine that they learn at the NDA Summer Camp.
Welcome back to Pinckneyville. It's Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson where we're at the half, and it's all Pinckneyville Panthers, 38-12. And Carterville, at the end of one, they were within about 7 points. But Pinckneyville, in that second quarter, they were just able to run away with it, Scott Hudson. And like you said, Pinckneyville, they will just dissect you and beat you off the dribble. They'll beat you on the transition game. They play tight defense. They fill the passing lanes. They just don't have many weaknesses.
Oh, they don't. They've got size, they've got speed, they've got quickness. Every kid can handle the ball. I don't care if they're 5'6" or 6'6". I don't even know if they've ever played a zone defense. All they know up here is man-to-man. It's pressure on the perimeter. They force turnovers, and then they turn those into points. First half, Carterville shot 46%. Now, that doesn't sound too bad on the surface, but Carterville only had 13 attempted shots in the first half compared to 25 for Pinckneyville. Pinckneyville shot 64% from the field in the first half. They had 5 3-pointers. Rebounding, both teams had 8 rebounds. Valerius led Carterville with 11. Yates and Rice led Pinckneyville with 3 each. Turnovers, 13 turnovers for Carterville, only 3 for Pinckneyville. You know, they start the game, they'll take a finger, they'll take a couple of toes. The next thing you know, you look up, you don't have any arms or legs left. That's just the way this Pinckneyville team is.
Exactly, and they only have Pinckneyville 3 turnovers in the game. Carterville, this is what you've seen out of the Lions. They've got 13 turnovers that you mentioned. They have to take better care of the ball. As one of the cheerleaders here firing from 3 in a contest. And the clock is rolling. I feel that's good play-by-play right there.
I'm telling you, I hate to say this, but she's shooting better than the Lions are.
It is up. Iron. Apologize, kind of caught up here. This is some sort of prize. It's no good. 1 second left. That's the end. But they did a nice job.
Congratulations, a good job.
We did play-by-play for the contest at the half. How about that?
That was one of the most exciting plays we've seen tonight. Yeah. So
this Lions broadcast is brought to you by the Wild Hog. That's Wild with a Y. You can stop by there. They are your post-game Lions headquarters. Actually, you don't have to just go after the game. You can go anytime. If you go in there and wear your Carterville gear, show them your logo, they will give you 10% off of your bill. They have great food and great food specials and drink specials every single day. It is just a really cool place. I love going in there, love the food, love the beverage specials that they have. Stop by after the game, and they're open all weekend long as well. That's the Wild Hog. Take the Wolf Creek overpass, go west on Commercial Drive, and you'll run right into them. It's Wild Hog, Wild with a Y. We're going to come back and continue on our halftime show. It's next on News Radio WJPF.
Yes, it is.
I know. Thank you for watching on YouTube. Appreciate it. Okay. Back at Pinckneyville, it's Dave McKenzie, Scott Hudson, where it's been all Pinckneyville Panthers, 38-12 here at the half. And Scott, let's talk about next week. The Carterville Lions begin play in the Midwinter Classic at West Frankfort, and we're going to be playing at 5:30 on Monday. And the pool that we're in doesn't get any easier.
No, you got the defending champs Marion in that pool, which I think Carterville will play on Wednesday night. But Carterville starts out with a Heron team that's won, I think, 4 in a row now going into tomorrow night's game. That's Monday at 5:30. Then the Carterville Lions play the late games on Wednesday and Thursday against Marion and then Carroll. And then how they do in those first 3 games will determine at what time they play on Saturday. So, yeah, you're right. It doesn't get any easier for Carterville. But, you know, it is what it is. As we like to say, Carterville's just going to have to take care of the basketball in this game. Pinckneyville, honestly, that second quarter, Pinckneyville really didn't have to put out a lot of effort to get this 38-12 lead. They come down the floor. They can all shoot the ball well. They got some runouts. And I think normally Coach Hawkins would have called a timeout when that big Pinckneyville run started, but he thought probably, you know what? I've called timeouts before. I only have so many. You guys are going to have to get out of this yourself. You're going to have to learn how to get out of tough situations, and they never did that.
And I can tell you, Coach Bob Wagner is not going to back off.
Nope.
They're going to come out. They're going to full court press right off the get-go here to start the third quarter. They want to get you. They're up. What is that? I'm going to have to do math now.
26.
That is 26-point lead at the half. They want to get you down by 46 before he'll really start to maybe ease up just a little bit. And he doesn't even really back off then. But just be prepared. We're going to go on and take our final break. When we come back, second half action. It's 38-12. Pinckneyville over the Lions on News Radio WJPF. Hey, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Appreciate you tuning in and supporting Lions sports here. It's right on top of us now. It's 39 now in Carterville. Welcome back to Pinckneyville, where Justin Johnson just made the first bucket of the second half for the Lions, 38-14. Pinckneyville with the ball. The three ball is good by Dawson Yates from the right side. He's got 13 in the game, and they extend the lead once again, 41-14. Carterville moving right to left now for the remainder of the game toward the Carterville bench just below us here at Pinckneyville. Carterville's basketball. Dylan Valerius, left-hand dribble, drives right down the lane. Little right-hand floater's good by DV, and he's got 4 in the game, 41-16.
Well, that's what Carterville has to do. If they beat their man on the dribble drive, you get in the paint, you got to take that shot. You can't pull it back out.
Pinckneyville works it down on the right block. Floater by Kitchen is good. And he gets the foul. And is going to go to the line and shoot the and one.
Everything they're throwing up is going in right now.
Connor Henderson charged with his first foul of the game. First team foul now on the Lions. And Kitchen gets his free throw to fall. He has 7 here in this contest. 44-16. Carterville with the basketball. Dylan Valerius from the point, works it left side to Dylan Moore. He's picked up defensively by J.C. Mole. He takes it to the low block and backs it out with the dribble. Needs some help as he pulls up on the dribble. Dylan Valerius now on the left wing. He drives, he was going to shoot, had the ball stripped out of his hands. Pinckneyville the other way. They take it to the rack, and it was Kyle Luke that tried to dunk it. He can't get it, and Carterville comes the other way. Justin Johnson toward the left side from about 12. Pulls up, gets it to Dylan Moore, out top. He takes it inside the three-point line, hands it to Justin Johnson, and now Dylan Valerius on the right wing to Connor Henderson. Now Dylan Moore's wide open from 3, and that's good for Dylan Moore. His first points of the game. It is 19, And the shot is put up and good by Dawson Yates.
And just like that, after a big three, Pinckneyville comes down and scores about 5 seconds later. Carterville's got to do a better job of getting back down the floor.
46-19, 5:30 remaining in the third quarter. Carterville's basketball. Cross midcourt. Valerius, left wing. Got a whistle and a foul. It's going to be on the Pinckneyville Panthers. They're going to call it on number 40. That is Kitchen, Devin Kitchen. That's his first foul of the game. Fidel Campbell is going to check in for Carterville's Connor Henderson as he comes to the Carterville bench. Valerius triggers the inbound to Justin Johnson. Right-hand dribble, works around toward the top. Now back to Fidel Campbell. The ball's tipped out of bounds defensively by Pinckneyville's Grant Jossel.
They don't have many weaknesses, do they?
Not a lot.
I haven't seen any.
They didn't have the hospitality tent room open tonight. That's a weakness.
There's a mark against them.
There's their weakness tonight.
And nobody opened the door for me when I came in, so there's two.
Justin Johnson from the left block puts it up. Nice little floater. JJ's got 10 in the contest. He leads all Carterville scores. 46-21 Panthers. Out top to Jossel. Over to the right side to Kitchen. Now back to Jossel. Left wing over to J.C. Mole. He's guarded by Dylan Moore. They get the ball down low. Kitchen is able to turn around and just lay it up with a little finger roll. He's got 9. It's 48-21, the 27-point Panther lead. 4:40 remaining here in the third.
And Carterville's hit all 4 of their shots from the field, and they've still lost ground. And
yep. It was 38-12 at the half. Fidel Campbell backs his man down in the paint. Kicks it over to Valerius. Now Dylan Moore is wide open for 3. No good. Rebound controlled by Grant Jossel. The other way. It's Jossel. Gets it back. He just floats through the lane. Little finger roll is good by Grant Jossel. 6 now. He's having a quiet night this evening, as it's kind of been a balanced scoring all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pinckneyville Panthers scored in that first half. Grant Garby gets it down on the block, puts the shot up and gets fouled. And is going to go to the line and shoot 2, and that's going to be on Kitchen, and that's his second.
Grant's going to go to the line. Nice job of getting the ball on the inside, and turning and going strong to the glass, even though there was a guy in front of him and a defender behind him.
Grant Garby's free throw off the back of the iron, no good. This Lions broadcast brought to you by Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating in downtown Carterville for over 30 years. Certified York dealer, and they service all brands. Call 985-2502, or you can go online. Visit Charlie's Air Conditioning and Heating.com. Luke Stritzel getting ready to check in. Grant Garby gets the free throw. That's Grant's first point of the game, and he's going to come to the bench right there in front of Coach Shane Hawkins. Luke Stritzel just in for Carterville. Pinckneyville basketball. Moving left to right. They work it toward the right side to Jossel. Now to Mole. Down on the right block. Back out to Mole. He wants to dribble left hand between the circles to Kyle Krieger. Mole floats and took a couple of steps. And instead of the travel, it's going to be a foul on the Carterville Lions.
No, he walked before he got hit. That's not a... Well, when you're down 50-22, you're not going to get those calls.
No, you're not. But you take about 3 bunny hops, and that's typically a travel, except in the NBA.
That's true.
You can do that in the NBA. Krieger over to Mole, J.C. Mole, now to Grant Jossel. He wants to get it down on that low block. The Carterville defends it well. 3 ball from right wing, no good. Rebound by Bartnicki. Back out to Jossel. He fires from the free throw line. He's good. He's got 8. It's 52-22, a 30-point Panther lead.
Carterville just needs to try to win every possession. Don't worry about the score. Don't worry about the quarter. Just try to win every possession.
Do something positive. Nice pick by Fidel Campbell for Valerius, but it doesn't open up the shot. Tyler Biddle's going to fire from 3. No good. Battle on the boards, and a couple of players get tied up. Valerius and Spillman for Pinckneyville. And that is when you get an aggressive Spillman for Pinckneyville and a frustrated Dylan Valerius for Carterville. They kind of tangle up. We got a timeout on the floor. It's a full. We'll take a break as well. 52-22, Panthers lead it here on News Radio WJPF. $60, please. Back at Pinckneyville, Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson, where we have 2:49 remaining in the third quarter. It's a 30-point Panthers lead, Scott, 52-22.
Well, we're seeing why they're ranked second in the state in 2A. They're just a solid club from top to bottom with depth to add to that.
Carterville has the ball. Luke Stritzel turns the ball over. Positive point, only the second turnover on the Lions here in the half.
Well, only 2 turnovers, and they're shooting the ball great from the field, 4 out of 5.
As Carterville gets a hand on the shot put up by Spillman, he has it blocked, and it comes the other way. Justin Johnson, let the comeback begin right here, boys. Down 30. Let's make it close. As a 3-ball from the right wing is no good by Stritzel. Panthers with the rebound. They take it the other way. Mole across the timeline to Krieger. Down low, they get it to Spillman. And we got a whistle and a foul on the Carterville Lions.
Now they go get Campbell underneath. Really, Spillman did the wrong thing. He's on the low block. I mean, he's 6'6". He has no reason to put the ball on the floor, and allowed Campbell to at least stick his claw in there and try to knock it away, even though he fouled him.
Luke Campbell picks up his first foul of the game. That is 3 team fouls on the Carterville Lions. This Lions broadcast brought to you by the City of Carterville, Mayor Brad Robinson, and the entire City of Carterville, proud sponsors and supporters. Carterville Lions Sports. Spillman misses the free throw, but the Panthers control the rebound. Over from about 18, they kick it back around toward the top of the key. Now to the right wing, wide open for 3. That is Yates. He buries it. He has 18, and he leads the Pinckneyville Panthers here this evening. Carterville into the front court. Johnson to Valerius. Takes his time with the left-hand dribble. Back to Johnson. Steps into three-point line, puts the ball on the floor. Panthers come up with it. That's a turnover on the Lions. We got a jump ball, and it belongs to the Pinckneyville Panthers.
Yeah, they're so quick with their hands, so that's something we didn't even talk about. That's at least 2 or 3 times in this game where Carlos had the ball, dribbling it, and just out of nowhere, their defender has just taken the ball away from the ball handler.
This Panthers team, they've got 8 seniors on this team, and this is a squad that can make a deep run when it comes to the postseason. As the 3-ball is good from Dawson Yates. Again, he's got 21. But once it comes to regionals and sectionals, this Panthers team, they can make some noise.
Well, they make 3-pointers like a lot of teams make layups. I mean, they're just a very good shooting team, and they're not showing any signs of letting up on the offensive end or on the defensive end.
No, it's a 36-point lead now for Coach Bob Wagner and his Pinckneyville Panthers as we're under a minute here in the third. 58-22. Carterville, Justin Johnson gets it down low, gets the little layup. That's good for JJ. He's got 12 to lead the Lions. 40 seconds remaining in the third. Panthers ball to Yates. Right side to Krieger. They work it back out top to Hunter Clark, who's in the game for the Panthers. Clark has it. Carterville sets back in a zone. Pinckneyville's holding the ball out toward the mid-court line. 20 seconds remaining. 58-24. Now it's handoff to Dawson Yates, the sophomore. Left-hand dribble at 10. They're going to go here for the final shot of the third. They get the ball in the paint. Turnaround jumper's no good. Tip back, put back is no good. It goes out of bounds. It's going to belong to the Panthers with 0.3 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it's almost got to throw it in and tip it. You really don't have time to catch and shoot, just have to tip it.
They got 6'6" senior Tanner Spillman in there. If they just throw it up, they do. He gets it, and he got his hands on it, just couldn't get the shot, and that's how we end the third. At the end of three, it's all Panthers, 58-24. It's Lions basketball here on News Radio WJPF.
Once again, the senior basketball and the cheer parents are conducting a raffle. Tickets are $1 each or 6 for $5. Proceeds will go to fund the end-of-the-year banquet. Tickets are being sold in the lobby. Once again, the upcoming schedule for the Panther basketball team. They will play Monday in Benton at 7 o'clock versus Carlisle and Wednesday at 7 o'clock versus Cesar. Those are the upcoming games for the Pinckneyville Panthers. Come out and support your Panthers at the Benton tournament.
Back here at Pinckneyville, it's Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson. We're heading to the fourth. And just again, a reminder that there is a winter storm warning in effect until 9 o'clock tomorrow night. That's Friday night. Look for mixed precipitation, maybe some scattered power outages as we're looking at some ice followed by some snow. And this is all the way until tomorrow evening. Just be careful. Don't go out if you don't have to. As Carterville turns the ball over, they take it the other way, gets the bucket, and the foul on the layup. Dawson Yates gets the two, is going to go to the line, try to make it three.
Third quarter shooting, 66% for Pinckneyville. Carterville actually shot 71% from the field in the third, making 5 of 7 shots. Pinckneyville has almost made as many three-pointers as Carterville has field goals in this game.
Yates gets the free throw to fall, 61-24. And unfortunately, in games like this, there's not the running clock. That's only a tournament thing. So Carterville's going to have to hang in there. Do the best they can as they have the basketball. Valerius on the right wing. He's guarded by Krieger. To Luke Stritzel. Now over to the right side. Carterville throws the ball away. Another turnover. Is that 4?
I got him for 5.
I missed one earlier. And so it's going to belong to the Pinckneyville Panthers.
As well as number 12.
And number 12, there is no number 12 on the score sheet or on the program. So even the PA guy doesn't know who number 12 is for Carterville. We had that problem in football with a gentleman.
Yeah. I believe that is Chandler Roberts, I think. For the Lions. Shot no good by the Panthers. They bring it the other way. It's Austin Garby. Gets it to Fidel Campbell. To Tyler Biddle. Shane Hawkins brings in Chandler Roberts, wearing number 12, now to Garby. From the right elbow, fires from there, no good. Rebound to Krieger, Kyle Krieger for the Panthers. Quickly across the timeline, Panthers have it. Out top, they bring it to Lindsay, Kelton Lindsay. Right side, 3-ball, no good. Rebounded by Dylan Moore. 6:25 left in the contest, 61-24. Carterville basketball. Austin Garby, left wing. Wants to get it to Fidel Campbell. Can't. Takes it back out top. To Chandler Roberts. Between the leg dribble to Fidel Campbell at the free throw line. Step move, fade away, jumper good. Fidel Campbell.
Yeah, nice little move.
Yeah,
against the big man.
Yeah, we'll take that. Pinckneyville basketball. They have the ball down on the left baseline. Nice D. They kick it back out top to Krieger. Now right side as Lindsay saves it. Gets it to the big guy for the Panthers. That is Spillman. 3 ball from the left wing off the front of the iron. No good. Spillman gets the rebound. Left-hand layup is no good, but he gets fouled by Fidel Campbell. Oop, no, not Fidel. They're going to call it. Yeah. Fidel Campbell, that's his second. And Spillman's going to go to the line and shoot a couple of free throws.
Pinckneyville shot 66% in the first quarter, 62% in the second quarter, 66% in the third quarter, and they have made 8 threes. So it's not like everything's in the paint.
Tanner Spillman, the 6'6 senior forward for Coach Bob Wagner. Missed the first. He's going to fire up his second. It's on the way. Off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound by the Panthers. That was Hoagland. And the putback. Tanner Spillman gets it back in the paint off the rebound. 63-26 Panthers. 5:20 remaining. Fidel Campbell, Tyler Biddle. Top of the key, has his pass tip, but it is Chandler Roberts. It comes up with the ball. Right-hand dribble. Now to Garby. It's out of bounds. They're going to say it was off of Kyle Luke Grant Tanner. For the Panthers, it'll belong to the Lions. Coming up, we got our Wild Hog postgame show. We'll name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game. I think we'll make it a quick postgame show so we can get out of here, Scott.
That sounds good to me.
And get things wrapped up. Shot no good. Nice rebound by Spillman as he goes over the top. And Pinckneyville controls. From about 12 feet, shot is off the back of the iron. No good. Carterville gets the rebound. That's Tyler Biddle. Here comes Chandler Roberts across midcourt. Left-hand dribble to Austin Garby. Now to Tyler Biddle. Biddle, right-hand dribble at the top of the key. Has his pocket pick. That's the 6th turnover on Carterville here in the half. A whistle and a foul.
Yep, it's like wash, rinse, repeat.
22, Tyler Biddle is charged with the foul for the Lions. Panthers basketball. 4:25 remaining in the contest. As we said, Carterville will be in action Monday night, 5:30 from the Midwinter Classic. The shot no good by the Panthers. Ball's tipped around, goes out of bounds off of Carterville as they will play on Monday. Wednesday they'll play at 8 o'clock, and then on Thursday night at 8 o'clock, and then depending on what you do in that pool play, depends on when you play on Saturday. 3 ball no good by the Panthers. Carterville, Chandler Roberts gets the rebound. He comes across the timeline, right-hand dribble, fires from the right elbow, off the iron, no good. Rebound by the Panthers, Tyler Rice. Quickly, they go the other way. Out top to Tyler Rice. Over toward the left wing, that is Grant Tanner. Now to Rice, now right side to Kelton Lindsay. They work it way over to the left wing. Nice skip pass. The shot is no good. Fidel Campbell gets the rebound for the Lions. Chandler Roberts didn't see the ball coming. On the pass from Tyler Biddle, it's a turnover. That's 7. That is 20 turnovers on the Lions in this contest.
Yeah, it's we knew that this was a possibility, playing this Pinckneyville team who's very aggressive on both ends of the floor. But you go back to the end of the first quarter, Carterville was only down by 2-3 points, and then it was like Armageddon in the second quarter.
Panthers have the ball. They work around the perimeter. They get it over toward the right wing, fired from 3. Shot no good. Carterville, Tyler Biddle, he gets the rebound. 3:15 remaining. 63-26. The ball is off the hands of Connor Hawkins, who just checked in right in front of Coach Shane Hawkins. Didn't even look at him as he walked by.
Nope. I'm sure there'll be a little discussion about that at some point tonight. Probably over a late night snack.
Could be. Pinckneyville basketball. 3 minutes remaining. They work the perimeter. You can see they're starting to slow it down. Swing pass over toward the right side. Wide open for three. You have to take those open shots when they're there, as the rebound is pulled down by Noah Carter for the Panthers. They control. They get it to Tyler Rice. Now to Lindsay. Down on the low block. They work it back around to the left wing. Wide open for three. No good. Nice board inside. Shots put up no good. Carterville gets the rebound, as that was some nice board work by Grant Tanner for the Panthers. The sophomore forward at 6'3". Connor Hawkins pops for three for the Lions. Right in front of Coach Shane Hawkins.
I wonder where he learned to shoot the ball like that.
On this floor, right here.
Probably,
Years and years. 63-29. Panthers with the ball. Left-hand shot by Tyler Rice, no good. Rebound by the Panthers. Put back. That is Dylan Hoagland that gets on the board, his first bucket of the game. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Pinckneyville Panthers on the scorebook tonight. Connor Hawkins was fouled, and it's going to belong to the Lions.
In the second half alone, Pinckneyville has 10 offensive rebounds.
Wow.
They only had 2 in the first half. Of course, when you're scoring every other shot, you really don't have to worry about rebounding.
Austin Garvey checks out. Has a chat with Coach Hawkins. Connor Hawkins over to the right side. Chandler Roberts needs some help. Has his pass tipped away. Another turnover on Carterville. They take it down quickly. Nice little bank shot from Noah Carter. He's on the board for the Panthers. Just 1:20 remaining in this contest.
And as you said earlier, Dave, not going to get any easier for Carterville. Heron, then Marion, then Carroll in their pool at the midwinter. All teams offer Carterville different problems. So,
all different problems too.
Yeah, well, Heron's won 4 in a row. Marion's got size and quickness. Carroll, they've got quickness and some shooters. So it's going to be an interesting midwinter.
Clock continues to roll. 75 seconds remaining. The shot is good by, that is Nicholas Laird. He gets on the board for Carterville from about 12 feet. 60 seconds remaining. We're going to have our Wild Hog postgame show. We'll name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game. 3 ball is no good. And it is Nicholas Laird that gets the rebound. Quickly, the shot is put up, no good, by Carterville's Carson Pearson, who just checked into the ball game. Kelton Lindsay, they work it around the perimeter. Lindsay gets it back, now to the free throw line. Down low, they find a nice cut, but they kick it around. Back into the paint on the low block. Now back out top between the circles. 22, 20 seconds remaining. 67-31, the 36-point lead. Turnover on the Panthers, their first of the second half. And for Carterville, that is Bryce Anderson with the bucket for the Lions. And it is 67-33, the final here from Pinckneyville. We're going to get into our Wild Hog postgame show. It's next on NewsRadio WJPF. Just split them up in 2 and let's get out of here. Tied. I've got Pinckneyville for 15 in the fourth quarter. 52-24. And then it winds up 67-33. Works for me. Okay. Back at Pinckneyville, Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson, where it was all Pinckneyville Panthers, 67-33, Scott. And you just got to give it to the Panthers. They're a very, very fine ball team, and they run right over the Lions.
Oh, they did, and Carterville played a very good first quarter, and I think Carterville went down by a couple of points at the end of one.
15-8.
And so, guess what happened? Second quarter came, and it was a blitzkrieg by the Pinckneyville Panthers, who go on to win 67-33. Carterville shot 55% from the field for the game, if you can believe that. 50% for Pinckneyville. 22, I have unofficial, 22 turnovers for Carterville, 6 for Pinckneyville. Carterville got out-rebounded 24-16. They're the second-ranked team in the state in 2A, and we saw why tonight.
Justin Johnson leads the Lions with 12 points in the contest, and it was Dawson Yates that winds up dumping in 24 for Coach Bob Wagner and the Pinckneyville Panthers. We're going to go on and take a break, our final break. When we come back, we'll name our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game. It's the Wild Hog Postgame Show on News Radio WJPF. I'd say Dawson Yates. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you. Appreciate it. Go to bed. Back at Pinckneyville, Dave McKenzie with Scott Hudson, where we're putting a wrap on our post-game show, the Wild Hog post-game show. Our Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal star of the game we're going to have to give tonight to Pinckneyville's Dawson Yates. He winds up with 24 in the game. He leads all scores. He's just got such a good shot, made it look easy, and it's kind of a no-brainer for Dawson Yates.
Yeah, one of many Panthers that make it look easy, and I'm sure on the broadcast side, on the Pinckneyville broadcast side, I should say, they probably have a hard time every night picking a star of the game because there's so many guys that make contributions to this Pinckneyville Panther team. But Yates was the guy tonight, hitting threes, 24 points. Have no problem with him being star of the game.
Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal, where tonight it's Dawson Yates, our Joe's Lawn Care star of the game. For over 20 years, they specialize in commercial and residential lawn care, landscape maintenance, and landscaping, tree trimming, snow removal. He may get some work. I bet you Joe's probably out right now, as a matter of fact.
He probably is.
If you want some good work done, they'll take care of you. That's Joe's Lawn Care and Snow Removal. Call 534-8148. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, call Joe. Dawson Yates, our Joe's Lawn Care star of the game. Carterville back in action on Monday night, 5:30, when they take on the Heron Tigers. That'll be from West Frankfort at the Midwinter Classic, one of my favorite gyms to play in every year. Scott, and be careful going home, buddy.
All right, you too, and we'll see everybody Monday night high atop in the penthouse at West Frankfort.
And before we get out of here, let's just give you a little bit of a reminder that there is that winter storm warning that's in effect until 9 o'clock tomorrow. Look for some heavy mixed precipitation expected. They've actually updated this to say look for maybe some scattered power outages, tree damage. The morning commute on Friday is going to be rough. Total snow accumulation 1 to 3 inches may occur on top of up to 1/4 inch of ice. And as the temperatures plummet, we're going to see that continue. Right now in Carterville, it is 36 degrees. Be safe. That's what we're saying. And we will talk to you Monday night. Have a great evening, everybody. Thanks for listening. That's Scott Hudson. I'm Dave McKenzie from Brian R. Powell. Be safe, and we'll talk to you Monday night here on News Radio WJPF. Thanks, buddy. We will. Appreciate it.